Advertising is a highly competitive field, but the Small Business Magazine has discovered a way to advertise your business by having it fly high. Do you recognize any of these characters? They're Bob Kemp's balloons, and they're flying high in parades from Macy's to the Orange Bowl. By using the power of positive thinking and offering his first 3 characters as collateral, Bob Kemp started his business 17 years ago with an SBA loan. He now has 70 zany creations that are seen not only in parades, but in movies and at grand openings around the country. Bob Kemp has high ideals. He believes in himself. He believes in his business. He believes in success.
I had about $1,500, and I had a dream. I noticed that in this area between Washington and New York, there really wasn't anybody doing quality product, and there was a need for that. I started with a small business loan, and I went to the Small Business Administration, and when I filled out the papers, my collateral was Goosey Loosey, Ducky Lucky, Chicken Lickin', and they okayed the loan. But once in the business, I realized I could take 10 balloons and put them in a back of a van and do a whole entire parade. When I was in the float business, we needed 10 floats, we needed 10 cars, we needed 10 drivers, we needed 2 mechanics, we needed gas, we needed all this other stuff. And I had a bigger show when I got there anyway, because my balloons were bigger, they were seen further, it was just a better shot.
What advice do you have for starting a business?
I think probably the most important thing is to decide what kind of product or service you're going to offer the community. And then you've got to look at that service and product, and if it is already available, then you've got to look at a way that you can make that service better for the persons that you're dealing with. Then you'll have a market. And I think the most important thing is to have a plan. Just sitting down saying, I'm going into business, that doesn't work. You got to sit down and say, okay, this is what I plan on doing. Next year I plan on AT&T having my product. And I know you'll sit there and say, how could AT&T ever think about my product? Listen, AT&T bought from somebody who decided that that would happen. And that's up to you. The main thing in being in business, the main thing that you've got to know, there is no such thing as failure. Only temporary setbacks. Because if you believe in failure, you're lost. You might as well not go into business. And if you sit around worrying about competition, they got you. Forget what they're doing. Only worry about what you're doing. Get out there and do it right. You got the brains to come up with the idea. You've got the gumption to go after it. Everything else falls in place. Somebody says, well, it takes money. I want to tell you something. If you've got the right idea and the right enthusiasm, money falls all over you. Money is not the problem.
You mentioned planning earlier. How significant is planning to the success of a business?
If you don't have a plan of action, you won't go anyplace. You take a ship in the harbor. He knows the destination. He's going from one port to another port. But if they didn't map the route and they just let the wind blow in the sails, I guarantee you it's never going to get there. So if you plan on doing anything in business, you better put some wind in the sails and you better steer it to where you're going to go. And more than that is, see the end of that thing. Visualize it. See yourself with that new Cadillac. See yourself with that summer home. Taste that champagne celebration at the end. No. You know why? When you talk to that man to sell your product, you're going to act like you're already successful. You will be successful. You know when a person is successful? It's when they make up their mind they're going to do it. Act like it's already done. Act like it's already done.
What motivates Bob Kemp?
What motivates me? Well, just the excitement of adventure of that next sale, that next effort, that next thing that's going to happen, that thing that's never been done. You know, we're real tickled pink. We put lights inside of balloons and put them in the Orange Bowl this year. That had never been done. Nobody ever thought it could be done. We did it. You know, it was a dream, it was a thought, it was an idea, and it worked. We had to solve a lot of problems. Well, that's what motivates me. Give me a mountain to climb. I love it, you know, because when you get to the other side, you're a winner. I know some mountains you can't get over. Well, then you better prepare to go around them. And if you can't go around them, then you better prepare to make them part of your project. But don't let them stop you.